All right, welcome back, folks. Daily market review for Friday, 10th July. July 10th. As always, we're going to start with the market context on a 4-hour. So let's start. All right. 4-hour. By the way, I watched the ES today, not the NQ, because the higher time frame structure was just a lot better. So 4-hour, we took out sell side down here, went all the way back up, and then we had a very clean busy here, and then clean trend liquidity up here, and then also a gap up here which wasn't filled, so the mitigation up there as well. All right, that was 4 hours, 60 minute. Here we also turned bullish here, so MSS to the upside. So here everything was bullish as well. And then we had a busy down here which supported us to go higher. So also just bullish here. 15 minutes, also clearly bullish uptrend here, very clean. Nothing special in terms of gaps or anything. It was just a bullish trend, essentially. 5 minutes. We went down prior to the session, took out all of this liquidity down here. That's nice. And then we had the upside MSS here at 810. And then we had the sideways price action, but it was also bullish. We had the busy here, and then trend liquidity up here, and then all of our targets up here as well. So 5 minute was also bullish. Everything was bullish essentially. And then on the 1 minute, we clearly see the sell side here. I marked that up. Low resistance liquidity here. Yeah, so that's the market context for today. Second is my plan for the session. What did I want to see? I wanted to see a Judah swing to the downside, mitigating the 5 minute gap down here, taking out all of that sell side liquidity, and then targeting the upsides up here. That was what I wanted to see today. All right, third, the actual price actions and the decisions I made. And today was not a good day for me, as we'll see in a second. So let's start. As always, 929 here, first candle. So keep in mind, I wanted it to go down first, but as you can see, we went up first, right? Taking out the 90-minute high up here. Going straight up. And then I already knew, okay, we're probably not going to get any long opportunities to get up here, right? And now we only had this sell side open, so that was really clean, and the Judah swing went to the upside, right? So that's where I said, okay, sell side is now looking really, really good. All right, so this was 35. We also got a 5 minute gap in here, which I will quickly mark up. All right, so this was the 5 minute gap, as you can see here, new 5 minute gap, and then we went straight up into the 4-hour trend liquidity. So that was the draw for today. So I was not looking for any more longs up here anymore. Now, only the sell side seemed very interesting to me, right? But my rules state the lower time frame has to be on my side, and on the 5 minute we can see I needed the chart to close below the 5 minute on the 5 minute chart for me to be bearish or to be allowed to short, essentially. And on the 1 minute, as you will see in a second here, we got really heavy, right? We formed that, and yesterday, as you can remember, I was not able to participate in the market because it was too fast. And here I said, okay, I need to wait for the 5 minute to close below, which will be the case at 45, right? So the prior candle closed here, and then 45. If we close at 45 below the 5 minute, then I would be able to short. But, you know, FOMO happens to the best of us. FOMO got the best of me, and I entered the market in here. With this candle, I entered based on this 1 minute gap inversion here. I'm thinking, okay, this is such high probability. We just have to take these levels out, you know. But 43 and 44. No, that was 43 and 44, and we closed right here. What does that mean? On the 5 minute, we respected the 5 minute candle, so the 5 minutes still on uptrend, right? So technically I was not allowed to enter, but I still did. And yeah, as you can see, that punished me pretty quickly here. And then essentially, you know, nothing happened. It dabbled around for over half an hour. I was watching that because, you know, if it would have come down to invert that 5 minute, I would still be looking to short down here. But as you will see in a second, boom, there we go. You see that candle? You see that fucking candle? I was so pissed when I saw that because I know the market makers made this fucking chart go sideways and chop around, and then without any signal or entry opportunity whatsoever, they just dumped the market down, taking all that sell side out, which I was planning to go for, you know. And obviously I was not able to take that here, so I was a bit pissed. To be honest, because I broke my rules here, and then here I wasn't able to get in because they just, you know, did that shit here, right? But you know, cannot always have what you want. So now for the conclusion, perfect day to just see, okay, I broke my rules, I have to work on that. That was a classic FOMO, got me into the trade. I was not patient enough. That's a mistake to work on. And later on we see the market just dumped, so that shows me that I was right with the analysis of the sell side. I was right because they took that out here aggressively. That's a good thing. But sometimes the market will just not grant an opportunity to get in, and that's, you know, that's fine. But definitely this entry here kind of sucked, and I definitely have to put that into my black box thinking folder. But yeah, that was a session. Hope you liked it. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.